everyone. Hey, good morning. It's Monday, and it's time for Morning Verses with me, Mike. So this morning we are going to be sharing from Every Man's Bible, the New Living Translation. It is a study Bible. I'm going to pop over here and share this on the page real quick. So for those of you that are joining me each morning, thank you so much. I really appreciate you getting up. I hope you're gaining something out of this. And I would like for you to do this with me every morning. It's weekday morning, 6:15 a.m. We hop in, read a Bible verse together, talk about it for a couple of minutes, and then go have an amazing day. So this morning, I'm going to be reading from Matthew chapter 6, verse 33 and 34. I'm going to do two verses because when I was reading this and kind of prepping last night, it's one of those that I thought they just would flow well together this morning. Well, I mean, they flow well together all the time, but as far as this morning's message. So first off, it says, Matthew, what is this book about? So this is the kind of the study portion. And so it talks about, it's a biography of Jesus written especially to convince Jewish readers that he was the Messiah. And then it talks about a different perspective. It talks about ordinary men. Jesus's 12 disciples were a very diverse group of men that Jesus formed into a united team. He showed them what to do. He taught them. He warned them about anger, adultery, divorce, and revenge. He spoke from the male perspective. He gave them practical experience, helped resolve their conflicts, especially power struggles. He dealt with betrayal and abandonment, but he never gave up on them. So I think that's such a powerful start to the book of Matthew. So as we jump in here, and it's chapter 6, 33 and 34. So, seek the kingdom of God above all else and live righteously, and he will give you everything you need. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today is trouble enough for today. See, Jesus had told his followers, don't be worried about material things. He had said that, and we've said that before. Don't be so involved and engaged and worried about worldly possessions because they bring only temporary peace, right? They bring only temporary joy. You get into the things that are of this world, and they may make you happy for the moment, but they won't make you truly fulfilled. They won't give true faith and fulfillment and relief. You have to seek that in God. And it can be difficult to explain, but once you've found salvation in him, there's a certain calm and a certain strength and understanding about that you can feel in your faith. It just, when you do that, it lifts this weight and the worry and the concern. And so I think that's one of those things that's speaking to me this morning about that second or the second verse, Matthew 6:34, where it says, so don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. Don't be so engaged about worrying about the future. Stay in the present because it's full enough. And as we've talked in many other verses, as there are many other verses in the Bible that say, God has a plan anyway. So don't get tied up in worrying about what might happen or what could happen or what if, because there is a perfect plan laid out for you anyway. And if you really trust in him, then what do you have to worry about? As humans, we fear the unknown. I read this the other day. I had it as my personal Facebook cover, and it says, fear is a lie. And the opposite, I think, of that is faith is the truth. So that's the message for this morning. Thank you so much for getting up and joining me. As with every morning, please, if you're gaining something out of these verses, please give them a thumbs up. Share the message, share the video on your social media. I would sure appreciate it. Let's get the word out. Like the page, Morning Verses with Mike, and then click that little notification so it says, let me know when Mike goes live. And I would love to have you join me every morning at 6:15. So thanks for taking the time to hop up and join me this morning. Until we speak tomorrow, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. We'll talk to you soon, everybody.